What's up guys, MJGB here, bringing you another Call of Duty gameplay commentary. This is part 4 of the Gun Game Chronicles series, featuring the stakeout today. So please enjoy the gameplay whilst I talk about today's topic of interest, which is dinosaurs. So for any boy, or even girl, who grew up in the 90s, dinosaurs are awesome. As a 90s kid myself, I grew up on the Jurassic Park hysteria, cartoon shows like The Land Before Time, films like Godzilla, all other kinds of dinosaur-related media. So, what is not to love about dinosaurs? Firstly, they are a part of our history, and it's really fascinating to think about these enormous-sized creatures that dwarf elephants, dwarf giraffes, and they used to roam this planet. I mean, even though it was 65 million years ago, it almost feels a bit weird to imagine just walking about outside and just seeing like a brachiosaur eating from a tree, albeit a tree that's about 80 foot tall. But what's even weirder is when you consider the dinosaurs' reign, which was from the Triassic until the Cretaceous period, which the Triassic was 250 million years ago, Cretaceous 65 million years ago. So if you're thinking about the reign, you're looking at, 185 million years that they inhabited the Earth. And when you compare that to the human existence, which is 40,000 years, you realise just how long that was. Because, I mean, with 40,000 years, and I mean, we've had countless generations, and if you think how technologically advanced we've become in the 40,000 years, compare that to the dinosaurs' reign of 185 million years. What will human life be like in 185 million years? Yeah. It's weird to even contemplate, like, a period of time that long. So, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So, dinosaurs, they reigned for 185 million years, and now we are uncovering bones, uncovering skeletons, we're piecing together the puzzle that is their existence and how they communicated, how they lived, how they mated, all them different, like, mysteries. So, do you reckon that we would be like that? So, sometime in the future, people will be uncovering the remnants of the human existence? Or do you think we would just survive outright? Because obviously, there's all sorts of things like apparent climate issues brought on by humans. I'm not a believer of man-made climate change. And other things like that. Or do you reckon we will just die out and we'll just become another phase in history? Obviously, we'll die out eventually, but will it be sooner rather than later? Will it be like a different sort of human species that, like, digs us up? Because, I mean, I can't imagine, like, the dinosaurs, like a velociraptor just scratching and finding, like, a Camarasaurus skeleton or something. It just seems a bit weird. But do you reckon, like, a future human sort of race, or humanoid race, would uncover us and be like, oh, small heads, look at those insignificant brains, blah, 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 blah. So, you're either listening to this and listening to me talking about all this, like, wonderment, and you're either thinking, that's an incredible thing to ponder, and you're pondering it too. What will life be like in 185 million years? Or alternatively, you're thinking I'm a bit of a nerd who wants to wank over dinosaurs. Either way, you are right. Anyway, starting with the books and films Jurassic Park, that has been probably the most important tool for me, and most likely most people, in encouraging people to take an interest in dinosaurs. Because I know when I was watching the films when I was a kid, it got me really interested in museums and wanting to just talk, play, breathe dinosaurs. And then that obviously, now that I'm older, I'm more interested in the books because I have an imagination, whereas kids have an imagination, but only really for things that they understand. You can't really say, imagine a dinosaur, and they're like, what? So, the books, for an older audience, are very good. So if you've not read them, do, because Michael Crichton's an excellent sci-fi author. All his books, Jurassic Park, Lost World, and the others like Andromeda Strain, Congo, they are all bloody fantastic, and they're much better than the already incredible films, so that just tells you how good they are. And if you ever do get the chance, then go to Universal Studios in Florida. The Jurassic Park area of the studio park thing there is amazing. I literally had a geekgasm when I was there, just walking through like the gates and just being like, ah! Yeah, that's not even an exaggeration. Whenever I go to Florida now, I always ask that we eat at the Jurassic Park Visitor Center, just because it really makes me happy, which is weird as that sounds. I really do get happy just eating there, and I get upset if we can't eat there. So if you do get the chance, then go. It's very cool. So anyway, you're probably wondering why the title of the video, it says that I would marry a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now, during a pub discussion with a friend of mine, we were playing Shag, Marry, Avoid, which to those of you who don't know, it involves being given 3 choices that you must determine. 1 you would shag, or have sex with, 1 you would marry, and 1 you would avoid, without repeating any of the answers. So when given the chance, or given the choices I should say, of T-Rex, Velociraptor, and Spinosaurus, I answered as follows. I would shag the Spinosaurus, reason being it's a very striking looking creature with its big sail, it's very memorable, it's very colourful, and I would consider it the equivalent to a hot girl on a night out. So the one that you would like brag to your mates after, oh, she was like beautiful. Marry the T-Rex because of its stature. So it's like a successful career woman. The T-Rex is well regarded, always desirable, and always the first dinosaur on your mind when you wake up. Don't lie, it's true. So just as you'd like a marriage material woman to be. And I would avoid the Velociraptor, obviously, because they're quite high maintenance. Can you imagine those little ferocious buggers going near your Todger? You wouldn't want that. So I would think of it as a bit of like a girlfriend who's a bit of a nutcase. She's screaming at you for leaving the toilet lid up, not making the bed, and you're just like, no thank you. So you either agree with me or you're listening to this going, what the fuck am I listening to? And most likely wondering whether suggested activity with a dinosaur is bestiality or not. So leave me your answers for the Shag, Marry, Avoid, Velociraptor, Spinosaurus, T-Rex, and let me know your favourite dinosaurs. My favourite dinosaur is the Ankylosaurus because that beast is like a tank, powerful, and it's defensive rather than offensive. So as always, guys, I'd love it if you could like the video, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and until next time, guys, take care.